and Swifty.
You ready now?
Swift and Swifty?
You ready now?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Let's
You're ready.
do it.
We're ready.
Let's do
We're ready.
it.
Cause we are ready.
Let's do it. Alright, I'm Louise. I'm here. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now. Okay.
And I guess that's how we start the show. Woo, 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 woo. Panda.
Woo! Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, 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 cheers.
And we have my lovely co-host, Big Cat.
Whoop, whoop. What up? What up?
Come on, people, louder for me on the Zooms. Hello, I don't hear you.
Oh, hey.
Right on that.
Y'all gotta give us some light.
Hello,
act like y'all know. Get with the program. And we're gonna introduce our Zoomers. We have our virgin who's cherry we finna pop on Drea. Hey, Drea from Jersey.
Drea from Jersey.
Then we have lovely Nedra. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say hi, baby.
Oh, I just said hello. Oh. Sorry. I'm a virgin, remember?
Yes, we are about to pop that cherry. And we have a welcoming returning guest, Nedra. Miss Devotion. And we have lovely King Al. Say hello, King Al. Baby bro.
You mean head ass? You mean head ass? You mean head ass? You mean head ass? That's what you mean.
These two fight like cats and dogs. It's ridiculous, but it's entertainment at its
He gonna text me. He gonna text me. He gonna text me. Hey Toya, it's Justin. So, and head ass. What do you want? What do you want?
What do you need? So, I'm in a little sweater here that I got.
She won't give it to me.
I won't. And my lovely new friend Andrea, we met at Camp Runabout in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and it was motherfucking lit. Let me tell you, I went to an adult summer camp for a whole weekend.
An adult summer camp.
Wait. All inclusive.
All inclusive summer camp.
Summer camp. And when I tell you it was lit.
Wait. Where was it?
In the Poconos in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
My coach, Two-Step, she was like, hey, you know, adventurous things are coming up for the summer. We need to be outside. And I'm like, you know, I'm with the shits. Let's go outside. So she's like, there's this summer camp coming up. Do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. She's like,
Fucking big kid. She knew
big
you
ass kid. I just want to play. I just want to play all day. Anyway. So,
Yo, I cannot.
So she's like, we gotta think of adventurous people that want to go, that are just ready to have a good time. So boom, we reach out to Nedra, we tell Nedra, she tells her sister, and we're just telling. But of course, you know how it goes. You tell.
Dwindle.
By the time the date comes, it's like one person left.
Okay, so how many was it?
3.
Okay, that's fine. It's still a good number.
Still a good number of people.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you good?
That means we were complete. Trilogy.
Okay, 3 is the perfect number.
We had a great time. So Nedra and I drove down together. Nikki drove down and she met us at the bunk. So first of all, I've never been to overnight summer camp. So I never spent the night in a cabin before. So I didn't realize there was no privacy.
Oh, no, none at all.
And so you know how it was in Puerto Rico when you just came in my room and you didn't knock, and I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Like there's no doors to knock on for people to be like, I'm coming in.
Yeah.
So I was like,
it's like communal living.
yes. I'm like, oh, my twat is out, my boot, and like, I'm like, how do I cover this? I got a lot to cover.
When I stayed in Florida, it was a hostage. It legit, like it was is it called a hostage?
A hostel.
A hostel, yeah. And
she
so
said I was a hostage.
I was a hostage. I felt like it because they legit had bunk beds, and it was like four bunk beds in every room. And I was like, yo, this is wild. Like I never. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
All right. So we get to the cabin.
Can't even fart out loud, but go ahead.
Well,
Oh my
Listen,
goodness.
the girls in the room were so transparent. It's not even funny the conversations that we were having.
Oh, so you could.
Being a daycare provider, I'm used to hearing the wildest shit. So I was just like,
Oh, so you could fart. Well, that's cool.
I'm like,
I'm
word,
like,
they're with the shits, literally, pun intended. So I'm like, they're with the shits. I don't have nothing to worry about. Everyone is just being themselves.
I
There's
love
no
it.
judgment. It was great.
I love it.
So at first it's just us three, and then Jen and Andrea come. Hi, Andrea.
Hi.
And her friend Jen, they're both there with us. We're walking by the room and we're like, hey, there's a bed made. That bed wasn't made when we left. We're like, you did that? She's like, I didn't do that. We're like, so we go in the room and we're like, oh shit, we got roommates. We're like, how did that happen? I was like, we didn't know we were supposed to have roommates. Like, how did that happen?
There's other beds in there, dirt.
Yeah, but we thought.
You're skipping Amanda. So,
Oh, sorry.
guys, we get there. And the beds, not only are they twin size beds, but they're like this thick. Like literally this thick.
Yeah,
So there could be like 12 people per cabin, but it was just the three of us. So we like took mattresses and was
And
like,
doubled them up.
Oh.
Yes.
This is not, listen, this is not jail. Y'all can't be stealing other people's mattresses
We didn't
now.
know. More
And
people
there's
were
no
coming.
people when we took them.
Right, but then they still had beds to sleep on when they got there, though. They did. We didn't know. They didn't tell us at check-in, and they gave us mimosas at check-in. So now we're litty.
Stealing mattresses. Go ahead,
We didn't
Nedra.
steal-
Tell me
we
the
kept it in
rest.
the room.
That's
to
why
still-
when we walked by, we was like, there's a bed made? Well,
Yeah,
like, how
we were
many other
clueless.
beds should be made? Because we only left like 2 available. So,
Right.
but they weren't there when we got there.
It was like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus
oh my God.
Did you come back and all of a sudden there's people in your house?
Yes! That's exactly what it was.
That's what y'all felt like. So y'all thought y'all was running the cabin until somebody let y'all know.
They shut the shit down, but they was dope as fuck. Obviously, because she's on the show. Lit. When I tell you these girls was lit, like it took a little while for everybody to warm up. But yo, let me tell you, we put on some soca. You know, soca gotta play.
Yeah.
We turned on some soca. The other girl, she's Dominican, she was popping that ass. Andrea did her. Andrea was like, when I get back from breakfast, then I can do all of this. Nikki was like, we hope you got 5 mimosas in you by the time you get back. She came back, she was lit too. We was like, okay.
It's booty popping and it's a good time.
I just want to do hood rat shit with my friends. And at that moment, they were my friends. And we were doing hood rat shit together. It was okay. Like, we went to summer camp to have an adventurous good time with random ass
And that's
people.
what you did.
And that's what I did.
Nedra, how was it for you?
It was freaking amazing. So when Amanda said that Nikki was like, oh, we need to get adventurous people, my name is like Nedra Adventurous Brooks. So it was like a no-brainer. I love this type of shit. Like, it's right up my alley. So yeah, I mean, I stayed at overnight camp when I was like a baby, so I don't remember it. There was no locks on the door. I think that was the only thing that was like, because outside of like people, animals are really smart too. And we were literally in the middle of the woods.
Yes.
So I'm like, they gonna get us.
They will open the door.
That was the first thing she said. What are they doing to keep the wildlife out?
Like, I legit saw a video of this woman and this baboon was on her balcony about to open the fucking door and come inside.
We saw a bear outside the cabin.
Yeah.
We did see a bear
So-
outside the cabin. A baby bear.
Tell me more. So what was like the highlight of the trip, guys?
The highlight of the trip was the last night that we got the Kiki Award and turned up with glow lights, dancing soca in the woods.
Lead it up. You gotta lead it up and just.
She said what was the highlight. That was my highlight.
But see, I'm conflicted with that because for me, so I seen the bear, right? I seen the bear and immediately I pull out my phone, I start recording the bear, and I'm talking behind the video. But you don't know what you're saying when you're encountering a bear.
Right.
So, I encountered this bear. Me and Nikki were trying to get to the run. We're encountering the bear. Get on the bus because they bus you to the track, right? Mm-hmm. So I get off the track and I tell the camp counselor, like, hey, we were a little late because I seen a bear. Her face went like pale. She looked so concerned. She's like, did you catch it on video? Can you send it to me? So her concern made me concerned because in my head, I'm an analyst, right? I'm like, ooh, are they?
Should I have said something? They gonna kill this bear.
Like, does that mean like a trap is not working? Like, should we be nervous?
Right, right.
So I send her the video without remembering what I said in the video. So to give you a little bit more context, and not to make this like political, but Amanda, Nikki, and I were like 3 of the, I'll be generous and say 7 Black people in a camp of like maybe 200 people.
Oh, you beautiful, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Right, all beautiful people, but I lead with that to say in the video, Nikki and I was trying to get past the bear to go get on the bus to go run.
Right.
And I say, this some white people shit. Video on my run, and now we're running in the woods too, so I'm a little bit nervous in the woods. Like, were they supposed to be doing something to keep the bears out? Whatever. By the time I'm done with my run, people are coming up to me. They're like, "Oh my gosh, are you the one that seen the bear?" You know, and I'm like, "Wow, it got out." Like,
Nedra was a superstar.
30 minutes. This got out quick, and then people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're so hilarious. That video was so funny." Bill, who's the owner, he loved it. And I'm like,
oh, they done spread the video.
It went viral.
Shut up.
The video went viral through the whole campground.
I'm running by myself, and I'm like, let me listen to the video to see what people are talking about. Mind you, I'm by myself.
So that was when she heard the commentary.
And I hear it. I'm like, fuck. We're gonna have to leave. I'm just gonna go back straight to the cabin. We're just gonna go. I'm gonna have to tell Amanda we gotta pack up and go. Like, this is it. My heart is fucking pounding. At this point, I'm not even running. I'm just nervous, walking, like, oh, what the fuck did I do? Damn, I forgot I said that. So I get down there, and there's like a little lake, like off of where everyone was meeting. So when I get done with the run, I just go down to the lake, right? And I get Nikki's attention, and I'm like,
come here.
So I tell her, and she's like, no, because obviously Nikki finished before me because she's a rock star. She's like, girl, they think it's fucking hilarious. And I'm like, really? Like, that's the vibe? She's like, no, everybody thinks it's so fucking funny. Bill wants to post it so it can go viral. What? And when I tell you, I was so relieved. But that was the highlight for me. Like, realizing that, dog, you just sent that video out. Like, you didn't even think to fucking
It's okay. Listen, listen.
Hey, sorry. So what does that mean? Sorry. What does that mean? That's some white people shit. Like, can you
get into it? Yes, baby. Yes.
Hold on. Before, I just want you to know.
And I guarantee you, it was probably lost on them too.
Because there were some people coming up to me like, you're so right. That is some white people.
Some of them knew because they did agree.
Yeah.
Hold on, Harvey wants to talk. My AV guy.
Wait. Harvey, and then I need Nedra to give me the definition.
Yeah. I just want to just explain, right? How culturally significant it is. Oh, you can't hear me?
Come closer. Come over here,
Harvey.
Come over here.
Sit on the comfy couch.
Not for long, because I gotta check the video. What?
Oh, it is cute. Come on, Harvey. Let him see you. Let him see Zaddy.
All right.
Hey, Harvey.
All right, so I'm gonna be real quick. The cultural significance is that even though I wasn't part of this conversation, in my mind the whole time, this is some white people shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm taking both of y'all black people card. Yo, this is how every scary movie where black people die.
Yeah, the camp roundabout, the whole thing in general?
Yeah. So I just want you to know that question has a lot of weight behind it. So Nedra, do your thing. I'll be out.
This was some get out shit. Y'all was wild.
Thank you, Harvey, for leading with that. And I really don't want this to be like the main conversation around it, but I have to agree because when we got to camp, Amanda, it was you, Nikki, and I said that. I said, because the introduction, they brought us down to the lake. Mind you, it was the sun was going down. We're in the middle of the woods, and you want me to go walk down to the lake? I've seen this on a movie.
We were saying that.
Shut up!
We were saying that. We're like, yo, they're about to take the only 3 black girls down to this lake. This is some Michael Myers shit. We're never gonna get seen again. We don't do this. But it was lit. We made it back, and we're here.
No, we still want the definition. Andrea wants that definition. We're going to give her that definition. So what do you mean by that?
Andrea the definition of white people shit. We are not trying to offend anyone that is non-melanated.
Anyone. No, and you know what? This blank people shit can be filled in with
for every
ethnic background. You're right.
And it doesn't have to be like a negative race thing.
Right.
For me to say this some white people shit. So Nikki and I was literally walking toward the bear to make it on the bus to go running in another part of the woods. That's not something you would typically get from black people.
No.
A black person would have
not at all.
seen the bear, went back inside, and wouldn't have came back out until they knew the bear was gone.
That was me.
She didn't come.
I didn't leave. I said, the only thing that is going to happen to me is if this bear turns his doorknob, because wherever there's a baby, there's mama. I'm not going outside. That bear is going to have to come in here to get me. I'm not going out there. No.
And I said that in the video. I'm like, Nikki, the mother's not far. We're going to get fucking mauled.
No, I wasn't
We're going to get mauled. We're running up to this bear.
I couldn't even feel my hamstrings, so I wasn't going up that run anyway, because I already did 6 miles. Y'all heard me? I did 6 miles jogging up the Bear Mountain, and it was all rocks. It was gravel. It wasn't even paved. My hamstrings was calling for their lives. I love the hill, but I'll never do it again. It was a great experience. Fuck that hill, because that hill killed me. My hamstrings, I'm still like, today, almost a week later.
It wasn't a hill, Amanda.
It was a lot of hills.
A roller coaster.
It was several. That trail of gravel went like this for 3 miles there and 3 miles back.
Wait, guys.
You know what's some black people shit?
What?
Getting off topic.
I was just about to say, I want Andrea to tell me what was her favorite part of the trip.
What was your highlight, Andrea?
There are so many favorite parts. I don't think I can pinpoint. I feel like there were just when I thought, oh, this is really fun, this is really great, I can't believe, I'm so glad I did this, and then something else will happen, and then of course to top off all the like amazing things that were already happening during that weekend. Were, this is the last night, and then there's karaoke, and by this time we were there pretty late. Amanda and everybody, you guys did the whole, karaoke, the songs, and you guys started it, ended it really well, and then by that point I'm like, okay, this is a lot of fun, but I'm really tired, I need to go to sleep, and all I hear is, well, you got to get ready for the costume party.
What? Yes! That's right! You got to get ready for the party! We was like, we turning up. It's last lap.
And then I hear Nedra be like, I think I brought enough. And I was like, what kind of costume did she bring? I'm kind of not in the mood for this. I just want to go to sleep. And then she busts out these like glow stay costumes. And it was like, oh my God, I found my people.
Yes! She found her tribe. Yes!
That's what I would do, but I never can find anybody who would do that with me. Or who wouldn't think that it was silly or ridiculous or just stupid even. And I was like, okay, yeah, we're awake for this.
Because we're with the shits. We're with the shits. So
all of a sudden you done woke up and had a second life, girl. It was like a shot, huh?
It was so much fun. During dinner, they were like, all right, we're going to do karaoke. And then, maybe you could party after karaoke. You could play some music in your room, but try to keep it down because it was our last night. Some people might need to leave early in the morning. So after 11, try to keep the music down.
They said quiet time was 11.
And y'all was disrespectful, huh?
The
and then we came out with the costumes, and that rule just went out the window. I mean, Bill, the guy who organized everybody who organized it, brought the speaker to
the woods to watch the glow party. They brought the whole karaoke party over to the glow party.
That's some black people shit.
That's some black people shit right there.
Fucking up the program. That's some black people
That's
shit.
We heard you say 11, but we finna party till 1, bruh. Sorry.
Disrespectful.
I feel like every time I thought it was a great experience or like amazing, it just got better. Like the Olympics. I was dragging myself to the Olympics. I was so freaking sore.
Definitely
so
dragged to the Olympics.
Like, Bill said we don't have to participate, so I'm gonna go just cheerlead. And I participated in everything because it was just, I feel like it was well organized and just well thought out for fucking fun.
So
and
wait,
the vibe was so crazy that you don't even drink beer. And I took the beer.
My question is, right? I am not a super physical person, meaning I don't do anything, right? I just lay in my bed and I go to work. I come home and I lay in my bed. I go to work, I come home and I lay in my bed. So, y'all done talked about this, in this. I don't think I'm going next time either.
So there's other things you could do. They have arts and crafts. You can stay in your bed.
So they have things for fat people like me who just don't want to move because I don't want to move.
You can stay in your bed.
I just want to see the nature.
You could come to breakfast and eat and have mimosas. There's arts and crafts.
You could do yoga.
You could go sit by the water. There was yoga. There was other things to do. You didn't have to.
Yo, I love when women say they're fat. That I know I'm gonna know for a long time.
Why?
Because you guys always look at pictures from this time period when you were calling yourself fat. And you always go, damn, I was so skinny. Every single time. Yo, I'm glad I got that on video.
Don't call us out. Don't call us out.
That
Don't do
is
that.
so
Society got y'all fucked up.
They do. Society really does have us messed up, but that's another conversation for another
what's
day.
Another one
Another topic I wanted to talk about since society does have us fucked up. Let's talk about Lori Harvey. Why is she considered for the streets just because she said no to a wedding proposal?
You know what? Hold on. Nedra, let's let King Al hop in here since he ain't really said much.
Well, y'all was talking about y'all trip.
Shut up. Get to the answer question now.
Can I ask a question though before we start?
What's the question, honey?
Can somebody explain to me what it means to be for the streets?
When you're for the streets, you're supposed to be pretty much that saying you're a hoe.
It's like
you're
a
just
Future.
With everybody. Yeah, you're like Future. You're just with anybody and everybody. You're out here in
you don't
these
want to
streets.
settle down. You going to date and fuck whatever.
A man can't be for the streets.
He can. He's a whole whore. He can be a whore too. King Al, he can be a whore too. Now, King Al, go ahead. I'm ready. I'm listening.
So, I mean, from what I've seen, basically, they say he was treating her so good, treating her like a husband should, basically letting her know, he wants to spend the rest of her life. If a man is going to go that far out and, get out of his element and show you that this is what he wants, he's open to you, and then all of a sudden you should shut it down. Of course, I mean, everybody's going to slander because they don't know the full story, probably. We don't know these celebrities' lives, but we just know from what they have said. And basically from that, I would feel some type of way, me being with you and knowing that I want to marry you and I propose to you, and you tell me no, because I'm not going to do it out of nowhere. If I feel like you're ready for it, then I'm going to do it. But I don't like rejection. That's my problem. So I would definitely feel some type of way as far as the man part. And as far as them slandering her, saying she's for the streets, they don't know her life. So, I mean, people are going to say what they want. I can't really say on her because I don't know her life.
All right, hold on. I see all this movement. Andrea, do you have anything you want to say about this topic before I let these two shaking head women cut in?
Listen.
I mean, I feel like, why is it like when men do things like propose or give, a woman flowers or, open the door for them or do all these, manly things that automatically there's a good man.
Talk about it.
And then if the woman says, well, that's great, you did a nice thing, but I don't want to be with you or want to marry you. Why is it? It's like, oh my God, she just lost. I don't know. It was her loss, and there must be something wrong with her. Why is it always like that? Yeah, he's good looking, he's hot, he's always like, but he proposed, like he went out of his way. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
He went out of his way to, want to spend, he wants to spend, his life with her, but who knows? I mean, it's just always the woman's fault, I feel. And, she's beautiful, she's young, maybe she doesn't want to get tied down yet, but that's her choice.
Young.
And, I don't know. I feel like it's always the woman. I mean, I've been in that situation where, I was with someone for so long, and on the outside, people thought he was just the greatest man. He was the most, responsible.
Talk about it. And then he stole my car and drove to Florida. But go ahead.
And then I was this,
That sounded so personal.
I was that woman who, didn't know what she wants and probably is, lost. And, probably will never get married, and I'm not married, or, but I don't know. I just always, and then I had to, recover from that trauma. I'm like, well, yeah, what is wrong with me? What is going on in here? And then I didn't realize that there was something wrong with both of us, and there was something wrong with us being together, because I just was like, yeah, he was so perfect. What's wrong with me? And I, believed all that, but that's my take on it. I feel like it's always the woman's, yeah, she's for the streets just because she didn't want to marry him. There's plenty of other people that are, settle down with.
So I will, before I let these two go, I will agree. It seems like if a female denies a proposal, all of a sudden it's the worst thing in the world. What if she knows what you're really like and can see the future, not see the future, but you know what I mean, and decides that she just, you're okay for now, but you're not who she wants in her future life. You're not who she wants to have children with. That could be the case. And I feel like a lot of times when it comes to proposals and marriage and stuff, did y'all even have that conversation?
Before,
because if you did, I'm pretty sure, I don't know their relationship, but I'm pretty sure whoever doesn't want to get married makes that very clear. I know that men make it very clear, so I don't see why Lori Harvey, who's our future, our female future, wouldn't make it clear to him that she didn't want to get married. So I think it was one of those, how women always get out here and be trying to change a man and make him, he did that with her and got his little feelings hurt, and he don't know how to act. Men don't know how to take their little feelings being hurt. But y'all could fuck us over all day from tomorrow and Sunday. Now I'm gonna let y'all two go. I'm gonna let y'all two go.
I don't think she left any crumbs
You so
to pick up after that.
I'm done.
Because King L thought he did something with that. Oh, he went out of his way to make her feel good.
Yeah, he did.
He's supposed to. Because I'm sure she had him feeling good too.
Out here, turtle.
I'm just saying, she made him feel so good, he wanted to put a ring on it.
Boom.
So he was feeling good too.
That part.
But she wasn't feeling good enough to say yes. So let's talk about that. I mean, for real. If he was so good, why didn't she say yes? Was he really that good? Was he really going out of his way? Was he really doing what she needed or required to say yes to him in a marriage?
Hallelujah.
Just because he's doing what he should be, she probably got better than that, because what he won't do, someone did or will do.
Testify.
So I'm just saying,
Testify.
we're not going to sit here and talk about Lori's for the streets when we don't know the ins and the outs of the relationship.
She for the
Just
streets.
because she was laughing and
She
she
for the
taking
streets.
pictures with him grasping that ass, don't mean she didn't just want to sucker that nigga in his face a few seconds before.
Don't forget what I said. She's our
saying.
future. She's our future. She good on.
I'm just saying.
Nedra, go ahead.
We never know. So you don't know if he went out of his way.
He did. He went out of his way to make her
Because if you
feel
had the
special. And
conversation,
she shit on him. That's what happened. They
It's
said it.
okay.
That's what happened.
she ain't for the streets. She's for Camp Run Around. Sorry.
She ain't for can't run around. What is wrong with you?
She's a runner. She's a track
Oh my
star.
God. You know what?
She can run away
I
when
see
it
how you
gets
brought
hard.
that together. I see how you
Ooh,
brought
ooh,
that
ooh, ooh.
together. Nedra, how do you feel about it?
Ooh.
To piggyback off of that, why is being for the, so I asked for the definition of being for the street specifically because why is that a bad thing?
Jesus.
Right?
Wow. Did you
Jesus
really say Jesus?
Was with Mary Magdalene. Next. Go ahead.
I mean, that's the answer.
Why, you know what I'm saying? She's for the streets.
Okay.
That's why she didn't accept.
That's why she did what she did.
She could have accepted his proposal and still been for the streets, and then she would have.
And then she would have been bad.
And then she would have been a raggedy bitch.
Why did you accept his proposal if you knew you wanted to still live your best life?
Exactly. So,
Yo, we can't win. Andrea said it best. No matter what, it would have been her fault. So you know what, Lori? Do it up, sis. Do it up, baby.
Like Andrea,
do it up.
Let's play with the
idea
that
Nedra. Go ahead,
he's a great guy. Maybe he is a great guy, right? Maybe he does do all the. I'm using air quotes for the people that are not watching. Maybe he does do all the great guy things.
Okay.
Right? He's responsible.
Okay.
Pays his bills on time. He scheduled his own fucking physicals and dental appointments.
Yep.
He's a great guy.
Yep.
That's not where I am in my life right now.
And that has nothing to do with him being a great guy.
I want to be with the shits. I want to be with the shits. Bail out on your physical because I want to go to the Bahamas.
Maybe he's boring.
Fuck this bill because let's go get
because YOLO
and island hop. You know, maybe that's not where I am in my life, and I can relate to that. Like I have said, you're a great person for my future.
Oh, but in this moment,
you're a great person for my. If I met you in 15 years, I'd absolutely settle down with you. But right now,
and so why does society make it seem like it's not okay for women to say that, but men can say that every day of their life?
They can't handle the truth.
Society hasn't caught up. Society has not caught up, and I say that with a little bit of a grain of salt because we're on the hills. Society's on the hills. It just hasn't caught all the way up because it's becoming more and more popular. I've read.
Someone said it best the other day. We're the sandwich generation. We're just stuck in the middle. We're the sandwich generation. We're stuck in the middle of knowing all this toxic shit and trying to fix it and wanting to do better. That's where we're stuck in the middle. Like we grew up with all the bullshit and we want to do better, but we're so right here because this sounds so much better than this. And right now we're trying to figure out the both.
And it's so sad because we're the generation really trying to heal shit.
Yes, we are. That's why we're the sandwich
in the middle. Life in a different direction.
I agree.
Yeah.
Andrea thought.
I think I would consider us, and you know me, I'm always thinking about like the positive side, the brighter side. I'd consider us the bridge. We're the generation that we experience the bullshit, but we're addressing the bullshit so that the people coming behind us don't have to deal with the bullshit.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
So I would say, like, you know, we're the bridge.
Yeah.
And I'm strong enough to be the bridge. Bring on the bullshit.
Look at Nedra said, I got this, baby.
I'm not. Pass the bottle. Go ahead. You be the strong one.
Just give me the light.
And pass the drug. Because I don't want to be strong no more. Fuck that. I'm good. You can keep that. I'm done. I don't want to be strong for nothing, nobody else.
You don't want to fight for our future?
Look, it's case by case.
Yeah, it depends on the topic. I feel like that's fair.
That is case by case.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That is definitely fair because I do turn a blind eye to some shit. Like I'm gonna leave that for the one.
Nedra said I am not dealing with
Nedra
that.
said I'm not getting into it. You guys are on your own. Nedra.
So wait, Harvey, you don't have anything to say about this?
I'm afraid.
Why?
Yo, I feel like y'all got a lot of shit to get out.
You're a whole married man. You have nothing to say in regards to
I got a lot to say.
So let's hear it.
Yo. All right.
Backpack. That's the next topic.
I mean, I could only backpack. I've never been a backpacker.
I know, duh. We know about you.
Yo, boring. All right, so here's the issue. This nigga took her on a date in the igloo. This nigga had her out doing all types of white people shit.
And?
Yeah, you talk about Michael Killmonger, Apollo Creed Jr., freaking Jordan?
Like, men are so used to doing the bare minimum that we supposed to fucking give flowers for you. If you got it, fucking do it. If you got it, fucking flaunt it. If you got it, and my pussy is good, fucking do it.
You know how much...
Time out. Nedra wants to say something.
I'm going to need your points to be stronger than the igloo bit.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real.
Every day, B.
I'm going to be real. And I'm not talking... we like to look at other people other people's situations and think they're better than us, right? And that's between
That's a
races
natural
too.
thing, yeah.
A lot of black men be like, I'm gonna deal with a white woman or a Spanish woman because she don't give me no problems.
Right.
A lot of black women will be like, yo, black men ain't shit. And a lot of white women say that same shit about whatever. A lot of Asian women say the same shit about their own people, right? So this isn't a race thing, right?
It's a people thing.
It's a people thing.
Yeah.
Women, right? Black women, right? Deal with a lot of trauma. Y'all coming into adulthood with a bunch of trauma. Just a bunch of baggage, right? That y'all gotta deal with. That some of y'all are dealing with, some of y'all ain't. But no matter where y'all in life, y'all are dealing with some shit because society is relatively way more hard for y'all than it is for us. Right?
I'll get to my camera.
It continues to shit on us. It's okay, Javi. It's okay. It's okay. Continue.
Can you guys hear Javi loud and clear?
Yes, they can. They're listening.
All right. With that being said, if you find a good man, boring or not, right? Don't roll your eyes, bro. There's good people out there, right?
There are good people, and
right?
I agree.
That's willing to deal with your shit. Cause you all know y'all got some shit.
Absolutely.
Right? I've been married for
I am not a walk in the park.
Right?
They got shit too.
Right?
At least we go to therapy.
Y'all,
go ahead.
Listen, therapy is great. Everybody should go to therapy, but sometimes when y'all come from therapy, and you're talking to somebody that hasn't gone through therapy, you can sound like you're preaching, and that person doesn't have the tools that you have to deal with that shit, right? So that could do more harm. Y'all motherfuckers ain't psychologists.
We are. Go ahead.
No, and I don't want to be.
That's why y'all go to them.
That's why I haven't.
No, but go ahead. We're listening.
So all I'm trying to say is that we need to give each other a little bit more space to be human and fuck up. Right?
Okay.
And then when you're with somebody like Michael, Fruitvale Station, Marvel Black character B. Jordan, right? Who's fucking taking you to igloo dates and shit, putting a ring on the finger. Yo, fuck, be poly, whatever. You want to be in the streets, do that. But yo, listen, there's nothing better in life than having somebody with you. No matter what. There's nothing better in life.
Okay, pause.
Than having somebody with you.
So you're saying that she should have changed her timeline
I don't know nothing about her.
Since this great man was in front of her who was willing to do, Killmonger and all this.
Listen, if she want to be on the streets, fucking Future.
So wait, are you saying that she's probably going to regret this later? Are you saying that? Or are you saying that so many black women struggle to find this that she should have just scooped that up and made it, What are you saying?
I'm saying that based on conversations that I've had with women and men, who decided to go with the streets route, right, without any plan, they come to sometimes regret it when the dating pool starts to dry up. Because all the boring niggas that became the ballin' niggas are married as fuck.
Very valid.
That's all I'm saying.
He has very valid.
I feel like I hear this all the time, right? I feel like I hear this where women, we should just be so lucky when any man
proposes or shows you any type of interest
to us, right? We should just be grateful, and even more grateful if they have a job, a stable job, fairly attractive,
if they're Killmonger,
pays their bills.
I actually don't have a record, surprisingly.
Don't have a record. And so what is wrong with us
if we don't want them?
That's not enough.
Because I want someone that's willing to sit down with me and have a conversation. Let's have a healthy debate about something.
Or maybe he has a small penis and she's done sampled a few and decided, no, I don't want to settle for this small penis. I have cut a man off who was really good for me because he had raccoon eyes and a small penis. I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? If I know I'm gonna cheat on your ass, I'm not accepting that fucking relationship. Period. I'm gonna always want something more. So them raccoon eyes and your small ass penis can go that way. I don't care how great you are. Because I could have been married at least 3, 4, 5 years ago. No.
Raccoon eyes and
Yo, can I just qualify real quick?
Qualify what?
I just want to say that I we were talking about women, but I'm also saying men have trauma too. So I'm saying if you find somebody that's willing to deal with your shit,
with each other's trauma,
Okay.
Because you didn't say that. You acted like you act like we was lucky if they was deciding to deal with our trauma. Because women are so baggagey. If that's how you made it sound, baggagey. That's how you made it sound.
If you're dealing with black men,
baggagey.
I
if you're dealing with black men, I coined this term when we were talking about Kevin Samuels. We tend to come with daddy issues, mommy issues, and narcissistic low self-esteem.
Thank you for pointing that out.
If you're dealing with white men, you're dealing with people that are on top of the patriarchy that might look at you as a commodity.
Big ass head, and they look at you like you they slave.
Exactly. So there's problems everywhere, bro.
There
That's
are.
all I'm trying to say. I'm sorry.
Equally. So, next topic. Have you guys heard about the Airbnb people who can't get people out their homes?
The squatter. Did you guys hear about that story?
I find that shit to be the wildest ever because I so badly want to be like an Airbnb host.
No.
And now that I've seen this article, I'm like, hell no. This lady can't get her out her house. She is going to wash her dishes and the lady's looking at her like,
and you best not come to my door. And you best not come to my room. I ain't going nowhere.
Yo.
She's legit looking at this woman, talking shit to her face.
In her house.
This is my house too now. That's like me moving to Amanda's house, right? Saying, Amanda, let me just stay tonight. You know, I'm going to stay one night. You know, I just need a place to stay. And then never leaving.
Never leave.
Looking at her talking about, I'm in my room.
It's only to be there for like a few days, but now you won't leave my house.
Nah, I'm in my room. This is my room now.
Could you imagine?
Why does Airbnb allow that though?
So I didn't realize it until I guess this lady ran into this situation because I guess it's in their clause as a host. Like if you can't get someone out your house within 30 days, here's how Airbnb can help you. Like what? This is common? Pause.
So there are renter laws, and depending on the state, once you've stayed somewhere a certain amount of days,
you're considered living there.
Acquire these renter ability, like these renter.
If you get a piece of mail sent to that house, you live there.
Protected. Exactly.
Yeah. But you're not really a renter. You're not really a renter,
you are.
right?
You are, once you sign the agreement, and that's why, like, the contract that you sign when you're renting or when you're renting an Airbnb, because that's what you're doing, you're renting.
Right.
You got to read through them, and there are loopholes. And so in some states, because I'm an analyst. Once I figured this out, I'm like, how the fuck? No, you would have to get out my house. So I looked into it, and that's what happened. So, when people are looking to rent your Airbnbs for extended amounts of time, these are like red flags that you have to look into, because in most states, once you've stayed somewhere for 30 days, you're now a tenant.
And that's why it's smart. It's smart because a lot of these people, you got to stay 2 or 3 days, before we let you rent. No, you need to be smart and saying the cap is 5 days because don't let someone get comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I saw one listing where the person was like, for long stays is okay. And I'm sitting here like, you gonna end up, what was the show on Netflix?
Wasn't it The Roommates?
Yeah, horrible, terrible, scary roommate or something. It was something on Netflix, and this was red flags from that fucking show. Like, I mean, the man sat there and moved. He came to visit to see the place, but had the U-Haul truck parked across the street. You didn't see that as a sign?
Wait, he did what?
He had to use his U-Haul truck. He was already packed up and ready.
And ready to stay.
And when he left, he done took her cat and some more shit.
Wait, he took the cat?
Yes. Yo.
Could you imagine?
Yo, I'll find the name, and when we post the show, we'll make sure we get y'all that title, because when I tell you, roommates from hell or something like that, I swear,
I
no.
Yeah, he wouldn't even give her back her cat. I don't know why. Like, what are you gonna do with that cat?
He did not give the cat back. He kept the fucking cat. See,
he was getting some
it.
pussy one way or another.
Amanda, we don't condone that.
I didn't steal the pussy. He did. Hey, somebody pussy.
King Al, this is your sister. You're stuck with her.
And y'all choose to be my friend. So who got it worse? Him or y'all?
This is why I'm laughing, because y'all already know.
Y'all choose to be my friends. I was thrown at him like, here, sister.
I'm done. I'm done. She said he was getting a kitty one way or another.
One way.
What is?
Look, that was his
So here's my thing. We'll skip the last one. So here's my thing, right? If I had that, so this woman, and what surprised me was, it is funny because I read the comments, because in this particular situation, it was a black woman with another black woman who done ran up in her house and was taken over. And so, naturally we would think, oh, this is some white people shit, right? But clearly it's a universal shit because clearly it ain't some white people shit, okay?
It's some people shit.
Now, it's some people shit. People being peoply, okay?
Yes.
Now, here's my thing. If this was any one of y'all, Nedra, Drea, Panda, if it was any one of y'all in this situation, where the person was like, listen, this is my house now. I ain't leaving. I'm going to eat your fucking Tostitos pizza. I'm going to do all that oodles and noodles. I'm going to eat your Capri. I'm going to drink your Capri Sun. Like, if they was like, yo, I'm not leaving. This is my room and don't come near my room. Like, what would y'all, like, because the person was like, she must not know how to fight. Because that's the only reason why she's still there. And it's like, is that the first thought, that she must not know how to fight? Like, how would y'all go about this situation?
I have a business.
It can't be me.
No, it couldn't, because you have no self-control. Well, it could be you, depending on what you have to lose. People who have something to lose are going to think this shit the fuck through. So, answer that question again. Can it or can it not be you? And why can't or can it be you?
So
the reason why it can't be because
no, go ahead, Puerto.
That's crazy to me. Like, you have this opportunity to rent this place.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you have the opportunity, you're taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
So, on the thinking, and I would say, how can I get this person out and cause this person to never rent again? Or at least not rent by me? That's the thinking way through it. But as far as me saying it can't be me, I will find every which way to get you out that house. Like, oh my goodness. Just hearing that,
He's just thinking about it.
He's like,
fucking
oh
having
my
fucking
goodness.
feelings.
He's stressed and it's not even him.
Right, it's not even me, but I put myself in that situation. Like, how would you go about through this? And the first snap, I'm like, no, it can't be me. But then in this day and age, you really got to think.
It can be you.
You never know what can happen. Like, it happens everywhere. But as far as that situation, that renters loopholes and, yeah, man.
Next, Nedra, how would you handle the situation?
So what Amanda said is so true. You have to think about what you have to lose. And you have to be, in this day and age and at the age that we are, you have to be smart about it.
Yep.
I can't afford a record. I can't afford like anything that would come with me dragging her out of my fucking house and beating her ass. I can't afford, baby, stop it, please. I can't afford what comes with that. I'm sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that I would do what I had to do to get her out of my house legally and appropriately, but I wouldn't be able to stay there while I do it. And
that's what I was just about to say.
That part.
I know that I would have somewhere to stay, and I'm not going to incriminate myself and say that I got people that would probably go take her out of the house for me and not get caught doing it.
But how you gonna leave your own house? Now you leaving the house for her, and she can do whatever the fuck she want in there.
And I'm the type of person, I'm okay being a bitch, right? I'm okay with turning around and walking away when it saves me my sanity, right? Because if I did anything to her, I wouldn't be able to sleep knowing that there could possibly be repercussions that affect me, my family, my career, and everything else. So I'll be a bitch. Yep, you call me all type of bitches. You gonna eat my Tostitos. You gonna light a blunt in my living room. Like, go ahead. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. And I believe in karma. So I'm gonna do what the fuck I gotta do to keep my good karma, because I have good karma. I lost my diamond earring the other day, and you want to know what that shit was? In my son's gym bag. Tell me that's not good karma. I want to keep my karma, so I'm gonna be a bitch and walk away. But let me tell you something. I am also petty. So if none of your shit, the cords are connected to it, they've been cut off. It wasn't me.
Maybe a mouse ate through the cord.
I'm petty as fuck. I'm so fucking petty. I'm not gonna do shit.
No, you're not that. You're not You know what? You know what?
People get robbed every day though.
You know
like
what?
people get robbed.
You know what?
People go to their apartments.
So you gonna set up a robbery?
I just who?
I mean,
Who? Not that's
I
not
got
who
home
you talking
insurance.
about.
Listen, Andrea.
I'm pretty sure that lady got homeless insurance.
Rental
Homeowners
insurance.
Andrea, you're the reasonable one. Can you tell us how you would have handled that situation?
Andrea is an Aries. She ain't reasonable about shit.
Will not be. I won't be the reasonable one.
She ain't. I told you.
Yeah.
She ain't.
I have come from a family war freaks. They just like to be in war and fight with people. So I'm working on myself not to fight with people. And so I think my first instinct would be to hire a bunch of people and dress up in hoods
and beat that ass.
Drag this guy out, drag his stuff out,
That's why I
beat him up
fucks
a
with
little
her.
and then be like, well, he moved out. He moved his stuff out.
I
just
know.
left.
Yeah.
He just
And
disappeared.
teach him a lesson.
I didn't know what happened.
But
And
yeah, you're
teach
right.
him a lesson. Did you hear how politically correct she said that? And teach him a lesson.
Let me tell you something about.
I applaud that. I applaud that.
Okay, now if you
Yeah.
wanted to do the other route, what would be your other way of going about it?
It really depends. Like I was thinking about putting my house as like an Airbnb. I was thinking of maybe like moving to San Francisco, but I don't want to sell my house here. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do an Airbnb, but it's not fully paid. So I don't know how I feel about someone living in my house, won't move out, and I'm still paying the mortgage.
That's the thing.
And then I'm like, all right, I can't kick him out, but I still gotta pay it because if I don't pay it, it'll be me. It'll be my credit. I won't be able to like do anything else. So I just gotta keep paying. So I don't know. It depends. I think I might just go real crazy and like real. I don't know.
She said bat shit. I'm going bat shit.
Right.
But I mean, but there are legal ways to handle it. But I know from that documentary, this guy had like they had a bunch of lawsuits, right?
Yep.
And because he had been doing this for a long time, but what happened was he got through that like vetting like phase, and because he changed his name.
Yep.
And so had he, so there was no way to find out that there were all these lawsuits that were filed against him. So like you just never know who you're gonna get.
You don't.
All right, so we gonna have Panda, the host, sum up
This was a lot to sum
what
up.
she would do and what she suggests others to do. I want suggestions. No, because sometimes you gotta lead the people, Panda.
No.
Okay?
Because I absolutely agree with Nedra. I have way too much to lose. I have too many things on my plate.
Okay.
I've worked too hard for a lot of the things that I've acquired in life.
Okay.
There's just way too many things to do, but I am petty. So I mean, like, if mad stuff is wet one day, or like
bleach,
I don't know, or like
cut up,
all of a sudden the electricity doesn't work. I don't know, like random shit, just weird random shit just stops happening. Like the hot water's not working anymore. Like, I don't know, But I'm not doing that because
the toilet seat cover's missing.
Mad shit could happen. I mean,
but you got to be careful with stuff like that because in reading, when they become a tenant, you become a landlord, and there are things that you are.
Oh shit! See these loopholes.
So if hot water is part of the contract, you have to provide hot water. Toilet seat is a basic like necessity. Stuff like that.
Toilet seat ain't a basic necessity.
And I think bleach is in some states. Bleach is considered a weapon.
Yeah, it is in some states.
You gotta be careful.
Yo, there's whole countries that don't even use toilets.
I'm done.
But that's not in America. Forget about the other countries' laws. They're not America's. This is a very litigious country. If people could get millions of money for, just like we read when we were at camp, this lady sued Geico because she got an STD in this guy's car that she had sex with.
Yeah.
And she won.
Paid her.
And she won. And again, she's an analyst, so it's a loophole. She was injured in his vehicle. He's insured by that. The policy doesn't say how you got injured.
Oh shit! You know they gonna fix that.
It's an injury.
You know
they're about to fix the language on their contracts.
Working in insurance, I could see how she would get away with that.
Yeah, she put us on.
Yo, those rental contracts about to get nasty.
Yeah, everybody's about to
wait,
get
I should wait. So all I need, I don't want an STD though. But that money might be worth. I don't know if I want to do. Oh, that's a hard situation.
Just chlamydia?
She said if it's just. I'm done. We gonna end the show right there.
I think that's a good idea.
No,
second. Nedra said, hold on. Nedra said, this is curable. You can fix this. Don't be too upset. She said this is case by case situation right now.
But you gotta hop on it because shit like this is when insurance companies
they get money quick.
And you start making clauses.
Real quick.
Like, if you gonna do it, you gotta do it before they
do it and do it now.
So if you trying to catch that
that clap, you gotta do it now, she's saying.
Because you know why? That's white people shit. Black people don't put themselves in them type of predicaments.
You know what? That's some people shit.
That is people shit. It is a people thing. And with that, people stop being dickheads. Stop dickheading out here because everybody's going through their own bullshit. So stop being dickheads. Stop being kumquats. Stop being these loose pussies out there just running around. Stop being stupidity.
I got that from Just Hilarious.
Stupidity. Just be right. Because as we stated earlier, karma does come around. Whether you want to believe it or not, good energy is always
talking about Jazz. I hope Daniel catches his karma. But anyway, we'll talk about that next episode.
Good energy is always reciprocated through whatever you believe in.
I love you, Jazz.
In a cow, if you believe in a dog, if you believe in the universe, whatever you believe in, that believer has told you that you should always be doing good. Because doing good and good will follow. Well, however you look at it, everything is perspective, everything is change of mind, change of your mind. Even when we were in the camp, my coach Nikki, she said, this whole weekend is mind over matter. That's life. Life is mind over matter. So if you don't have your mind right, nothing's gonna matter. But if you have your mind right, everything will matter. So with that, peace, love, and light. Come watch us again. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Panda Guys is here. Yeah!